But I did want to, I read the articles, and the media, of course, is, they're trying to explain, they don't know. And we do work, I think it's ISS is the prop house in Los Angeles. They supply all the firearms and weapons for movies. They're probably the largest in the country. On the East Coast, you've got the Specialist. They're out of New York City, big vaults full of all sorts of crazy guns. We built the armories for the Specialist, and we quoted several projects for ISS, doing some work out there, just building their armories. So we have worked with those guys. When they're supplying firearms to a movie, they supply firearms, staffing, training. They do the whole package. And how did this happen? Well, this is my opinion based on just my experience working with some of these people and stuff. Cinematographer was shot. So the prop house, their people are responsible for issuing or handing the firearms to the actors. They're also responsible for making sure they're safe, and they're making sure that things are conducted in a safe manner to a certain extent that you can. There's sometimes things are dangerous shooting a movie. I can't imagine there was a live round in the gun. I don't think they would even have one within the scope of what they're doing as a prop house. It's got blanks in it, but was there something else in the barrel? It's possible. Blank can be a significant charge. I saw some posts online about people, never point a gun at people. Never. It says, you're right. When you're shooting a movie, and quite often you'll have these scenes where, the camera's there and there's the guy, they're showing him shooting. It's just off angle, and he's firing his gun. Well, think about where the cinematographer stands in that shot. But quite often, there's the camera guys behind the camera. Cinematographer is off to one side or the other. They're looking at the framing, making sure the shot is what they want. Well, he goes and makes that shot, so he's probably shooting right at her. And he's not even thinking about it because they're shooting a movie. So this notion that you never point a gun at somebody is absolutely true in the gun community. In Hollywood, I think it happens all the time. But I think they bring in these experts and they bring in these prop guns so that this doesn't happen. Now, ISS supplies guns to a lot of movies. They have thousands of real guns. Most of them are. Some of the old stuff, and if they're doing a big, massive scene, they'll have a lot of rubber guns, but they have a lot of real ones, and they fire a lot of blanks to make it real. Now, is it possible that they put a hot load blank in this thing, or is there a way of I'm not a blank expert, to get the gun to recoil properly? Because a real light blank, pop, it's not going to do much. If they want the gun to feel like it's really moving, did the guy put a charge in it of some sort to get this gun to really hit? I'm sure it was an old Western. There's probably some big old Colt. So when you read all this stuff and people talking about it, just in Hollywood, guns get pointed at people, but they bring in people to manage this in a way that people aren't supposed to get hurt. So I'm not sure how it's going to shake out, but I'm thinking that the prop house is probably, they made a mistake.